Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tristan. So today we are going to do a story time. So today I'm just going to tell the story about the time that I found out that I was a side chick. So if you just want to hear about that, just continue to watch the story and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, y'all, so where do I begin? So I was talking to this guy. Let me see, when was this? It was the end of my freshman year of college, and I had already dealt with some foolishness from previous people. So I was just like, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to talk to them. And I know some of y'all have had times where you're like, I'm just gonna talk to the person, I'm gonna be serious, we're not gonna do none of that, we're just gonna be serious, and then we'll see where it goes from there. So I have been mistaken in the fact that if a guy isn't like interested in doing that with you in the beginning, you're like, oh, okay, so this is serious because he didn't try to get with me, so it's gonna be all good. So we're gonna call this person Jack. That's his name. We're gonna call him Jack. So me and Jack, I wouldn't say we were talking, we were texting. I had a summer job at the time, so it was we weren't able to really hang out often. But I thought we was moving and grooving, getting to somewhere. So we were talking over the course of maybe like 4 months or so. And somebody had brought it to my attention. They were like, hey, doesn't Jack have a girlfriend? And I'm like, I don't think he has a girlfriend. I wouldn't think he would be speaking to me if he had a girlfriend. So I'm like, let me just ask him. So I was like, hey, so do you have a girlfriend? And he was like, why would you think I have a girlfriend? Why would you be talking to me? Why would I be talking to you if I had a girlfriend? That's the first red flag. I just asked you a simple question, and then you got very defensive and all of that. And the biggest problem is I never saw the red flags. Ladies, I want you to pay attention. You need to pay attention to all the red flags, because small things that we would have thought wasn't that big of a deal, looking back, it's like a big, huge sign that's like, he's a hoe, he's a hoe, he's a hoe. So I'm just like, okay. And I just didn't think nothing of it. I just went on to the next, minding my business. And another red flag, when I was asking about, like, we were speaking about our previous relationships, like, he was dogging out somebody that I knew, and I knew them to be like a really cool person. And he was just making it seem like she had did him dirty. She had made him seem like a hoe. She just ruined his whole relationship, ruined his whole reputation. That was another red flag. I was like, okay then, cool. And so we would go on dates. Like, he would take me out to places. It wasn't nothing fancy. Just some little bars and grills. Nothing major. But I mean, I was like, how old was I? I was like 19. So I was thinking, oh, this is so romantic. Oh my gosh, he's taking me to go to TGI Fridays, and we going to Applebee's. He spent $25 for 2 meals.
You got your money.
Girl, I really was thinking I was out here getting wined and dined. Do you hear me, sis? So we was going out on dates, mind you. And what took me out was he approached me. It wasn't the other way around. He approached me. So we was going on dates, and we would like ride around the city, little cute stuff here and there. We would hang out, but we never did anything. It was just all kissing. So I would be telling my friends, how you go with your friends. You like, he's such a gentleman. He never wanted to do anything with me. all he was doing was kissing, so I feel like he taking me serious. Wrong. That's dead. Girl, so why? So I had recently started working. I'm not going to disclose the location because that'll give some more information away. But I had just started working in a mall. And so I didn't think anything of it. It was an individual, what are we going to call her? Tabitha. Oh my God. So Tabitha, there was somebody that worked with me. Her name was Tabitha. So I didn't think nothing of it. She was real cool people. We were very chill. And over the course of these months, I had, mind you, let's go back to when I said that there was a lot of red flags. So I was FaceTiming him one time. And they were talking about how he was with his little homeboys or whatever. And they was talking about how one of their homeboys had been dealing with a girl on the side while he was in a relationship with a girl back home. And I was just minding my business. You know when you're on FaceTime and you're just speaking to somebody, but they're talking, so you're just pretending like it's nothing going on. So they were having their conversation, and I was just watching TV, doing whatever, and they was just like, oh, so-and-so, you wrong for that, or whatever. Like, why are you doing your girl like that? And then next thing you know, he gonna say, well, Jack, that's what you doing. You doing that, Jack. I don't even know why you. And I was like, I know you motherfucking lying. Thompson, you got a girl, this, and that. And that's when I was a dummy. I was just sitting there, and this is how he was looking at the screen. Oh my gosh, I kid you not. Here he go. Then he had the audacity to mute the phone. Boy, was I looking like a stupid duck. Didn't even have the audacity to delete or mute the phone. So I was just sitting there. Here I go. Like a dummy, pretending like I didn't hear anything. So after that, I had made it my mission to determine if this Negro had a girlfriend or not. Which is really stupid because it got me into a whole lot of mess that was completely unnecessary. And it wasn't even worth it. It wasn't. So fast forward to when I was working in the mall with Tabitha and some other individuals, but they're irrelevant to the story. So we were cleaning up the store one day, and we were just hanging out or whatever, and we were just cleaning up, doing inventory and all these other things after hours. And so we were just talking. They were like, oh, so you go to this school? I was like, yeah, I go to this school. And they were like, I was asking her which school she goes to. She was real cool people. She was so sweet and very nice. And so she was just like, oh, my boyfriend goes to that school. I was like, oh, okay then. And she was like, you might know him. I said, probably not. I don't fool with nobody like that. I was like, what's his name? And she was like, oh, my boyfriend is Jack so-and-so. I was like, no, that's not his name. And she was like, what do you mean? I was like, let me see a picture of Jack so-and-so. And she was just like, here he go. And I was just like, I know you motherfucking lying. Because I literally was just saying, I'm going to find out if he has a girlfriend. And why did the Lord just drop this into my lap? Bow. A girlfriend. And I said, that's your boyfriend? She was like, yeah, we've been together for 10 years. 10 years? I said, that's not your girlfriend. That's not your boyfriend, is it, sis? She was like, I said, well, we've been talking. Now, pause. My friends were like, you shouldn't have said nothing. You should have just minded your business. I said, I felt like a moral obligation. If somebody was fooling, because I felt like I wouldn't want to go around looking crazy. Say, if I'm working with somebody and they been fooling with my man and you up here kikiing and cheesing all in front of me in my face or whatever, I'm gonna feel like a flat out fool. I mean, I'm gonna feel dumb anyways, but you can at least come to me as a woman and just tell me like, oh yeah, so and so, like if I found out. Now if this information was never brought to me, I would never have presented it to her, but she the one brought it up. She was like, this is my boyfriend Jack. So I was like, sis, me and Jack been speaking for like 3 months. What? Y'all have? No, you haven't. I said, here go the text messages, sis. Bow. No, I didn't do it like that. I was like, dang, that sucks. But here go the text messages. And she was just like, wow, girl with the hard eyes and everything. I was just like, damn, sis. I hate to see it. As she was scrolling through the messages, she was just like, are you serious? Are you freaking? I was like, now pause for a second. In the comments, y'all think I was wrong? Because sometimes I be thinking I was wrong. Like I shouldn't have presented it to her. But I wasn't coming from like an evil place or somewhere spiteful. Because like I said, we really weren't talking. We were just texting. We were speaking. And I don't even know what talking is. But it wasn't nothing but texting. And we would hang out every once in a while. And we may have kissed a couple times. But it wasn't anything like, we weren't anything at all. Nothing. We was just hanging out. And I was thinking in my mind, I was like, I'm trying to see if this is somebody I would like to start, getting to know even more on a level so that we could see if that's where it's going to go. But it wasn't anything by any means at all. So I was just like, yeah, I'm so sorry. I was not trying to do this to you. I felt so bad. And the thing was about it, like, maybe if I was still gonna fool with him, I wouldn't have told her. I wouldn't have said anything, but that's trifling. So, and I thought about not saying anything and just like going and addressing him about it. But what I look like addressing a nigga that's not my dude? You're not my man. So what am I addressing you for? I just figured I'd let your girl know that you ain't ish and then keep pushing. So mind you, we at work on the clock. She FaceTimed him like several times. And mind you, we was texting the previous day, so he was in a different city doing some things. I can't really tell you what it was because that'll kind of give it away. But anyways, he was in another city doing something. And so I was like, oh yeah, he's so-and-so doing. She was like, yeah, that's where he at. And so she kept FaceTiming him and FaceTiming. She was like, getting the FaceTime video. I shouldn't have. That was another no-no. I should not have done that. But she was like, go on and get in the FaceTime so we could surprise him. I was just like, okay, here go my dumb self. Okay. I'll get in the FaceTime. Hey. Because I didn't care. I swear I did not care. So she's like, and when he finally picked up, of course where he was at was really loud. He's busy. So here he go. And she was like, hey babe, guess who I'm here with? And here I go with my cringy ass. Here I go. Hi. And he was like, I'm gonna call y'all back. To this day, when I tell this story, that takes me out. I'm gonna call y'all back. Not you. I'm gonna call y'all back. I said, oh.
And
Next thing you know, she over here. So you over here taking bitches out. You over here taking bitches out. And you got me buying tires for your car and pillows for your bed. That part took me out. Pillows for his bed, sis. And tires for his vehicle. But sis, I was riding in the car. We was riding in the whip with the brand new tires. That could be a trifling. But I was just like, when she had found out, she was like, this ain't the first time this has happened, yada yada yada, I'm through with him, I'm done fooling with him, this, that, and the third.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
But no one was in the store. It was after hours. We were cleaning up. So it wasn't like anybody was in the store. It was just kind of like, but we in the presence of managers. Stop beyond me, sis. So, and then I never, literally, I don't think we ever spoke again. And it was crazy. I would see them I would see him in passing because I would be on campus, and I would walk past him. Here he go. I'm like, you are not my dude. You're not my guy. So, what's the issue? We never talked. We never fooled with each other. We were never in a relationship. We was just cool. It's not that deep. It's not that deep, my guy. So, yeah. And then, but wait, there's more. So it became drama years later. I mean, but after that, we was still cool. Because, now me personally, I would not be cool with me. Baby, don't even look at me. Don't even look in my direction. Not after our dealings. Not after the dealings that we had. You don't even look in my direction. Don't even, don't smile at me. Don't. We had dealings in the past. I don't care. And it's not that we have beef, but what do we have to speak about? That's all. It's not like we have an issue or anything. We don't have nothing to speak about. We weren't cool before, and we most definitely ain't cool now. Like, we were cool, but we weren't friends enough. We weren't buddy. So, but yeah, she was real nice. And, hi, Tristan. Hi, girl. How you doing? So we was cool. And so later on down the road, I began working with somebody else at a different place that was cool with his current girlfriend. But I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about that. Like I said, we weren't in a relationship. We really didn't have very many dealings. We weren't even talking. We were literally just texting. It was nothing. And so later on down the road, before that, I had told her about my experience with him before her friends started talking to him. And then later on down the road, her friends started fooling with him. And she was like, oh, you know about the person? I was like, oh, that's Jack, the person that I was in the situation with. So I had already told her about it, not giving her any details and information. And so I told her about it months previously. And then after her friends started dealing with him, that's when I was like, oh yeah, that's Jack. That's the person that was out here in these streets.
She belongs to the streets.
And I can't reiterate this enough. I never said we was cool. We was talking. I never said we was in a relationship. And I never said we had sex. Never. None of those words ever came out of my mouth. I just told her like I told y'all just now. And she was like, oh wow. So of course she told her friend. And it was that. So yeah, it's so cool. But later on down the road, I guess there was some dealings. Somebody was having some dealings, or they was having some issues. And out the blue pop up a DM. And this Negro is in my DMs, threatening me, talking crazy to me, talking about some, why are you telling, we're going to call my friend Diamond. We're going to call her Diamond. Why are you telling Diamond that we had sex? I ain't never heard of nobody that lie on their cat. La 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 la, bop bop bop. I'm like, out the blue, sis. And I'm like, we haven't spoken in years, and all of a sudden now you hit me up talking about what? So I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but you need to go hit up this other person that you're saying is telling all these lies. Because I never said anything about that. Long story short, I hit up my friend Diamond. And I was like, sis, I never told you that we had sex. Never told you we had any other dealings besides speaking. And she was like, I never told him that y'all had sex. And I think it's because he out here running these streets and showing out that he trying to find an excuse to cover it up. And so I was like, say no more, say no more. So I just, after we had a little back and forth and I talked bad to him for cussing me out, next thing I know, he blocked me. I thought that was the weirdest thing. You gonna come into my DMs and accuse me of something, and then when you don't get me to say what you're looking for me to say, you gonna block me? Long story short, I learned to keep my mouth closed and mind my business. Even if I'm mind my business. Mind my business. If I find out somebody that I'm talking to or texting or whatever is fooling with somebody, I'ma just okay then, delete, block, number. I'm not with the foolishness, the nonsense, none of that. And I'm gonna mind my business from now on, because all that mess, that's for the birds. But it was thinking back, like when I tell the story later on down the road, it is hilarious. To me at least. I think it's pretty funny, because like people are crazy, and people will literally do anything they can to spin their little web of lies. Misery love company, sis, and I'm not gonna be the participant in the misery. But yeah, there go the story of when I found out I was a side chick. Yep. Don't forget to turn on those bell notifications to know when I post more content. And if you would like to see more content like this, if you want to see more story times, just comment that below and like this post, and I would definitely, sis, I got a list of all the stories that I can tell you guys. It's not super long, but I'm pretty sure I can think of some other stuff, because I've been through some crazy crap. So if you want to see some more story times and some more content like this, comment below. I got you.